Another one that we're watching, the father who was awarded custody of his son after Adriana Smith was taken off of life support is calling for change today.
Smith is the 30-year-old nurse who was placed on life support until her son's birth 4 months later. Her family says she was kept alive to comply with Georgia's abortion law. Atlanta News First Sarah Hammond is in Marietta, where we hear from the father's attorney. Sarah, good morning.
Good morning. So that's right. They are calling for change after the father, Adrian Hardin, was forced to posthumously sue Smith to establish his parental rights. Now, earlier this month, a judge awarded Hardin sole legal custody of baby Chance. And his attorneys say despite a positive DNA test, Hardin faced the possibility that his newborn son could be placed in foster care without a court order. Now, this case all began when Adriana Smith, who was 9 weeks pregnant, went to the hospital with severe headaches. She had a medical emergency, was declared brain dead, and placed on life support. 4 months later, Chance was born through emergency C-section, and Smith passed away when taken off life support, an ordeal that was extremely difficult on her family.
Very heartbreaking. We try to be strong. You know, it's very hard. Very hard. For me and my family, it's very hard.
Now, Hardin and his attorneys are going to be holding a press conference at 11 o'clock today to call for changes to state law. We will, of course, bring you the latest. Live here in Marietta, Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.